What was supposed to be a scripted wrestling spot at Knokx Pro Wrestling in LA turned into chaos. Rampage Jackson, son of UFC legend Rampage, entered the ring after a blurred beer can hit. The event was live-streamed on Kick. Moments later, the hit that echoed around the world began. But was it intentional or triggered by concussion? Only days before the show, Raja received a concussion from an intense sparring session. His cognitive state was already compromised. It's easy to judge in hindsight, yet amidst flashing cameras and roaring crowd, judgment fails under pressure. Rampage himself later called it a work gone wrong. That's code, in pro wrestling, and in combat sports, for a scene meant to entertain but spiraled into reality. Raja thought he had permission to retaliate against the beer can blow. It was a blurring of performance and reaction. Check the footage. Eyes bloodshot, focus off, hands swinging. When you're raw from injury, control slips. A WA match isn't like practice. No slow motion, no safety pads around your skull. Raja fought with emotion, not direction. MMA is not choreographed. Raja's instincts are to finish the fight, not bounce off ropes or sell a storyline. Hamstrings aren't wired to hug, they're wired to strike. Confusion between his fighter reflexes and the scripted artistry of wrestling produced disaster. Video shows Smith, Stu, slamming a beer can into Raja's head, unscripted. The sting was real, the pain immediate. In stripped-down terms, he felt backed into a corner. The plan to get even felt sudden and uncontrollable. Pain redirects focus. You don't see fans or hear instructions, you only see the threat. Despite the show's intentions, Raja responded like a fighter defending his life, not a performer waiting for a cue. Rampage Jackson publicly condemned his son's actions. But he didn't condemn the cause. He explained, concussion, confusion, not a wrestler. He valued safety over spectacle. His words mirrored what any MMA dad might say in his place. Following Raja's apology, the hospital confirmed Stu was awake and recovering. No manslaughter charges so far. That fact alone speaks volumes. His recovery may be slow, but it wasn't fatal. Among the tidal wave of backlash, a different voice emerged. MMA fans, wrestling purists, even medics began asking, was this concussion a factor? Had Raja been warned that performing was unwise? It was an excuse. It was context. Raja trains to deliver head strikes, not stage them. When brought into pro wrestling unprepared, both mentally and physically, the possibility of playing with fire gives disbelief a new meaning. Fans cheer controlled action, not uncontrolled reaction. Remember, there's a difference between brutality and mistake. Raja didn't plan dismemberment. He planned retaliation, choreographed and allowed by organizers who didn't know he was still recovering. Courage misread as aggression is still courage. It was streamed live. No editing, no second takes. Raja fought feeling every eye was on him, every viewer believing it was real. The weight of performance and the reality of pain collided, and the camera captured it all. Post-concussion effects include impulsivity, anger flare-ups, and poor decision-making. Medics and fans alike note that traumatic brain injury can flip emotional switches. It doesn't absolve, yet it humanizes the chaos. This incident raises questions. Should MMA fighters recovering from injuries perform in wrestling? Should concussion protocols be enforced across all fight sports? Raja deserves accountability, but also empathy. Lessons must be learned, not just blurred videos. Rampage Jackson finally broke his silence. In a heartfelt Instagram Live, he admitted feeling torn as a father. He defended Raja's character, calling him a good kid in a bad moment, but also emphasized how critical safety protocols were ignored. His words humanized the situation, transforming it from a villain narrative into a father-son tragedy. Inside the wrestling community, the response has been split. Some believe Raja should be banned from all future events, branding him reckless. Others defend him, arguing that Knokx Pro Wrestling put him in a situation he wasn't mentally or medically cleared for. Forums and podcasts lit up, each side claiming moral high ground. Neurologists have stepped forward, highlighting that post-concussion syndrome can dramatically impair impulse control. Raja's reactions, while dangerous, align with medical science. This subtle shift reframes the story. Perhaps it wasn't aggression, but an unaddressed injury that caused chaos. Leaked backstage audio paints a clearer picture. You can hear organizers shouting instructions mid-match, conflicting cues flying everywhere. "Keep going," one yells. "Cut it off," screams another. Miscommunication and lack of safety rehearsals made the perfect storm inevitable. From his hospital bed, Stuart Smith finally addressed fans. He confirmed part of the beer can hit wasn't scripted, but admitted provoking Raja for heat. "I didn't think he'd snap," Stu said quietly. His words added complexity to the narrative. This wasn't premeditated malice. It was escalation under pressure. Clips of the incident went viral overnight, amassing 32 million views in 48 hours. Hashtags, like #JusticeForStu and #PrayForRaja, trended simultaneously, reflecting a divided audience. Fans debated fiercely in comments, fueling the story's momentum across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Knokx Pro Wrestling's sponsors began pulling out, citing serious safety concerns. One energy drink brand publicly withdrew its support, costing the promotion nearly $250,000. Tour. This financial ripple effect turned one night's incident into an existential threat for the entire company. In a raw, unedited Instagram post, Raja addressed fans directly. "I made a mistake. I wasn't cleared. I shouldn't have been there." His voice cracked mid-sentence, signaling genuine remorse. Overnight, the video reached 10 million views and softened some of the public backlash. Behind the cameras, Rampage struggles. Sources close to the Jackson family reveal he blames himself for not intervening. "I should have stopped him," Rampage reportedly told friends. The incident has strained their relationship, yet strengthened their resolve to prioritize Raja's recovery. Industry insiders predict this could lead to major regulatory changes in independent wrestling. Mandatory concussion screenings, stricter match scripting, and insurance protections are being debated. Raja's incident may become a catalyst for reform, changing how combat entertainment crossovers are handled forever. Unexpectedly, Raja's supporters organized a GoFundMe for Stuart Smith's medical bills, raising $80,000 in 24 hours. Both fan bases united briefly, proving that even amid outrage, empathy still exists. It's a reminder, audiences can be louder than promoters. Legal analysts warn that Knokx Pro Wrestling faces significant liability. If Raja wasn't medically cleared and protocols were ignored, lawsuits from both Smith and Jackson are likely. Behind the scenes, lawyers are already circling. Some MMA veterans are already offering Raja opportunities for controlled sparring sessions and mentorship. They believe his talent shouldn't be wasted and see this as a moment for growth, not exile. The idea of a Raja redemption tour has sparked conversation online. For now, Raja is focusing on recovery and therapy, both physical and mental. Close friends say he's committed to returning, stronger, wiser, and safer. Whether the public will forgive him remains uncertain, but his silence signals reflection, not retreat. This wasn't just a fight gone wrong. It was a wake-up call for combat entertainment as a whole. Crossing MMA instincts with scripted wrestling requires extreme oversight. Without it, fans don't get drama. They get danger. Raja's story is now the cautionary tale the industry can't ignore.